Hey guys, welcome back to another battle report. This is basically the second half of the first game, because we both have a chance of being an attacker and defender. I'm the defender on this one. I won't go through the armies again because you've seen it in the first game, but the terrain is 2 plough, the road is a gentle hill on the left and a woods on the top right hand side. And the plough don't come into play in this, so it's a pretty open battlefield. So in my first turn, I just move up, as you see here. Just a quick mention, the road I kind of see is pretty important. The ability to place a road means it limits your opponent's choice of table edge to coming in on either edge of the road. So it does give you quite a lot of control over how the table's set up and how it affects everyone as well. So it's well worth considering getting a road if you play this a lot. And my opponent moves up, as you can see here. And again, I'll start pushing on the flank with my cavalry. I take my cavalry general right out to the far side. This is the downside is, if you're more than 8 base widths away from your general, it costs 2 pips to command a unit. So I think this starts to affect my light horse on the far side here. But it's pretty close at the moment. 8 base widths is pretty fair distance. In fact, if you look at the line of spearmen I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, they'll be out of the 8 base widths range. The silo I've just pushed up to be annoying in the middle, and on the left hand side just to extend my line there against my cavalry. It's not a good mashup, but I'm hoping he won't start charging in yet for a while until his infantry come to support him. Unfortunately, I thought wrong on that, and he went straight forward with his knight general and his elephant into my lines. This is going to be a problem because his knight general I think has pretty much got a quick kill against my siloi, and the elephant's got a good chance of battering back my my cavalry there. Both of these have got pursuit rule, which means they have to follow up after whatever's been destroyed in front of them. So yeah, these are going to very quickly get behind my lines unless I can block them off. Here's just a shot of my skirmishers taking on the knight general and my cav against the elephant. As expected, the knight general wipes out my siloi, and we forget it to begin with that he has to follow up being a knight, but we do catch it a bit later on and adjust everything so it all works out fine, and he'll move up when my light horse engage him. So as you can see here, this is how things are looking. I've charged on the top hand side there to try and take on the spearman. He's got, sorry, it's not, it's light auxiliary protecting his flank. On the left hand side there, charging with my light horse. Again, in a minute you'll notice his knight will be 2 base widths, base depths forward in a minute. It's because we remembered where he's supposed to be and we shifted him accordingly. I don't think it would have made too much difference for where my light horse were. So yeah, that's how it's looking. So I beat the elephant, and because I've got my front edge contact thanks to my spearman, he can't recoil and is instantly destroyed, so that's ideal. But his general, yeah, he quite happily goes through my light horse. Knight, you've got a tactical factor of 4 against mounted. Him being general puts him up to a 5, while my light horse has got a tactical factor of 2. Even though I've got him on the flank as well, so he would have been down to a... Oh no, he would have been... Yeah, he had 2 flanks, so he would have been down to a 3, so with a quick kill. So there's going to be a chance there for getting good 2 points, but unfortunately I didn't make that one either. And over here as well, I've managed to take out the light auxiliary that was protecting the flanks. So this is how things are looking at the moment. So my opponent starts to crash troops into me. His light horse takes on my light horse on the left hand side there. His knight goes forward into my light horse, and in the centre there, his 4 pike push forward into my spear, and on the top hand side there, his cavalry goes into my general cavalry. After all is said and done, his cavalry actually beats back my general, but doesn't destroy him, so I just recoil. In the centre, I do lose my spearmen. They had some serious... I think they used a 3 versus a 6, so that was good kill there. My light horse holds off his light horse, and down the bottom his knight trumps my light horse. So we're looking pretty even at the moment. So in the centre, I decided to get aggressive and move my spear up to engage his pike. If you're wondering why I've left a spear back here, unfortunately I couldn't wheel into the position to attack them, which means I had to move my elements separately, and I didn't have enough pips to be able to move that last spearman. But anyway, my spear go up as you see. On the left hand side there, I've engaged both the front and flank with my light horse and cavalry. And on the top hand side, I also run in with my general again. I've got a good chance to try and kill off his cav. So after the combats, I take out his light horse, because I had engaged his flank, so there's nowhere he could go. In the centre, it was a push. Pike also have a pursuit ability as well, so he's going to slowly drive forward there against my spearmen. Spearmen only get their bonus for having either blade or spear next, solid blade or spear next to him. So this guy who's been pushed back now has lost his advantage of being in a shield wall. And on the top hand side there, I only managed to push back his cavalry. This is just a quick photo of the kills on the side there. Yep, we're 3 apiece at the moment. It's basically first person to kill another one. So in the centre, he doesn't do a lot. This might have been a round, he only got 1 pip off or something. So he basically drives forward with his spear to try and kill off my Styloi. But I think my Styloi just get to flee away from him, even if he doubles me. So there was no quick kill there. And I think I only just lost with my Styloi, so I only got driven back a bit, and I think it was a push in the centre, so neither of us got anywhere. Okay, so my turn. I use my commander at the top again to try and capture his cavalry. My armor 4 to his 2, because he's normally a 3, but he'd be flanked down to a 2. So I've started double, so there's a good chance I can double him. And then in the centre, I get my cavalry to engage the phalanx in the flank, which will be perfect. Now, even though I'm a 4 to his 5, if I win, I'll take out both those. I believe I take out both of those guys. And then if you look at the top hand side there, I also march my light horse up just to make some stabbing attempts at the camp if I get a chance. So after the combats, it looks something like this. Yeah, I lost all my combats, so I gained nothing, and still the pike ever pushed forwards into my spear. So in my opponent's turn, he turns around with his knight general and engages my cavalry. And incredibly, I managed to actually push him back in both fronts, both my spear and my cav. And in my turn, I then engage his camp with my light horse right at the top there, and my general again goes in at the cavalry. I'm kind of thinking it's my only chance here to get an easy chance to double. I didn't push any of my spearmen in. The pike are in 2 ranks of a tactical factor of 6 to my 4, so there's no way I'm going to be killing them off too easily. So I'll leave it at that and see what happens. So my light cav are driven back at the top, and luckily for me, my cavalry general finally managed to kill off opposing cavalry, and giving me the 4 elements I need to win the game. So that was a real tight game that ended up as a 4-3. And to be honest, looking at it now, there isn't a huge amount of advantages I have here. I'm trying to get my spearmen back up into a group, but on a whole, if you looked at it, there wasn't many tactical options. That cavalry, at the top there, if you pulled him back, maybe support him with the Styloi or the spear even, charging into my cavalry, it would have made it a harder time for me. The only other bonus I got is my light horse now, harassing his camp, which would have been a bit of a threat. But other than that, yeah, the combats are pretty much going to go his way elsewhere here. So it was a really good game, great finish, and many thanks to Chris for a good game. Alright, I shall catch you on the next one. Farewell.